waving my hands right now, but y'all can't see that.
That's the beauty of it. Listen, y'all know who this is. Brittany. We coming at you again, episode 5. And if y'all done made it to episode 5, that means y'all really love us.
So thank you.
Yes.
You know what? That is really true. If somebody made it to episode 5, they really must love us. All right.
Not saying that y'all shouldn't be here. Okay, let me make it very clear. We know we popping. We know that's not, you know what I'm saying? We're not going to sit here and we humble, yes. But we doing this for y'all. We doing this for the culture. We doing this for us. It just feels right, you know? It feels like this is the moment. We're all home, most of us. You know, maybe some of us have resumed back to our normal life, whatever your new normal is. But it just feels right. It feels like we need a talking platform. So if you guys are here, we appreciate it. We love all the feedback on social media. Just keep engaging with us, guys. We love it.
I don't know why I was laughing so much, but everything Brittany said with love. All right, so Brittany, how was your week?
My week was pretty good. I of course am doing my biking as always. Working out. Work-wise, you know, work is good. Work is productive. At this point, I could say that I've officially adapted to this new norm. You know, I mean, at this point, we're 4 months in, so it doesn't feel. I've kind of developed a routine for myself, what my day looks like, and I feel like once we do that as human beings, you know, we feel less stress, we feel less anxiety. It's kind of like we know what we're doing from the night before, you know, to some degree. So, but for the most part, yeah, it was a pretty good, straightforward week. Yeah, I can't complain. Like Future said, life is good. I mean, I don't mean to, but see, and how was your week too, Tati? But before I just want to say, no. I want to say, because I don't want you to feel as though I don't want to know how your week was, but am I wrong for being in like high spirits right now? Like, you know, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, is this a time where we should all be not moping, but kind of sunburned to some degree?
I don't think it's wrong to be excited about life, honestly, because look at our people are dying. What's wrong with being excited about life? I mean, you know me, Brittany. I could be up at 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm happy. Okay, I'm just happy to be happy. Why be sad? I do, though, take stock in the fact that, you know, my brothers and sisters are dying. You know, when I think about that, it does make me sad. But I also am happy to be in the land of the living to be able to fight for them. And, you know, be with my fans, be with my peoples, be with my friends. You know, you have to think about that, too. Those are your support system, your family, your friends. People that you've allowed into your energy, and you guys could make it a conversation, always make it a conversation, continue to make it a conversation. And that's also living up to their memory and not having to be sad. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to walk around looking mopey. I do think some people love, just like I was talking about this today, I do think some people love being sad. They love being somber. They revel in it, that sad feeling. And I also do think people are depressed, and it's not their fault, you know, and they want to not get out of it, but they physically can't. Something I said today to a friend, I said, like, kind of explaining why I'm so excited, why I'm happy to be alive. It's like grace. Like, I don't know about you guys, you know, some people may not be religious. I'm a pretty religious person. And grace is like, God gives it to us for free. I don't got to go beg for it. I don't got to go make an offering for it. He gives us grace every day. Like, why wouldn't I wake up just happy? I don't know. Knowing that every day makes me feel amazing.
Right.
What can I say? So when people ask me why I'm happy all the time, I'm just a happy person.
Yeah.
you know, you got to take stock in what you have. And I think when you take stock in what you have is what helps you to be happy. Because there's a lot of things you probably don't have, but there's more things that you have that are good.
I couldn't agree more. And I was just telling myself the other day, it's all in your perspective of life, you know.
Yep.
Everybody, and I guess that's what I was trying to allude to, where it just feels like, you know, when I go on social media, I feel this way, but then in my world, in my everyday world, to some degree, I feel happy. I feel a chipper. I feel good, you know. So it's like this duality in a sense where, you know, I'm being tugged in both directions to some degree. So yeah, you know, I'm pretty sure. I'm wondering if anyone relates with what I'm saying. Am I the only one feeling this way? You know, let us know. But how was your week though, Tati? What you got into? Anything fun? No, you are a very spontaneous person.
Really? I am.
To some degree.
I guess. No, but I didn't really do anything this week. I just really worked out a lot. The weather wasn't that great, so I worked out at home. But when I think on the weekends I usually like walk downtown Brooklyn and then walk back, whatever, things of that nature. But yeah, I can't really say I really did much because of the weather. But all in all, it was still a great ass week.
Yeah, it was. Listen, I'm just in the spirit of gratitude. Like every day, I just wake up with gratitude. I'm thankful for the small things right now. Mm-hmm. You know, that's why I feel like I'm happy. You know, I finally have made it to the beach, which I'm grateful for.
And I was very jealous. I've been dying to go to the beach. I was supposed to go on Sunday. Ain't shit happened.
Damn.
Yep.
Nah, you just gotta look. The night before, you just gotta say, look, tomorrow morning, this is what it is. It's happening. That's how I plan it. The night before, I'm already like, look, I got my things packed, and I go early because it gets crowded.
I want to go early, so my sister goes later, and she says because the parking is free after that, like later. But I'd rather go early. I want to soak in that sun.
Yeah, no, listen, I'm already at the beach by 8:00.
Oh, what beach you going to?
Well, so far I went to Long Island.
Okay. Yeah, that's where I'm trying to go.
I biked by Orchard Beach the other day, and they cleaned up Orchard Beach a lot.
Wait, so you biked to the one in Long Island too?
Huh?
You biked to the one in Long Island?
No.
No. I was wait.
No.
By the time you get to the beach, you sweaty as fuck.
No, nobody's biking. That's crazy.
Yeah, so I've been dying to go to the beach, man. Like I really want to go.
Sure. This weekend gonna be nice. Maybe this week.
Let me see.
Oh,
yes, 89 Saturday and Sunday. All right, yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm just gonna go to the beach this weekend. I also like want to start running on the beach. I don't know why I think that'd be something that I want to do, but I want to try running on the beach.
That's on being watch. Okay. Okay, I'm here for it. No, I definitely got it in when I was at the beach. Like I did my little yoga session. I brought some resistant bands and did a little leg work. So yeah, it's a different type of workout when it stands.
Okay.
Yeah, it feels good. And I particularly like Long Island because I feel like the waves are higher. You get more of that sea breeze. I didn't really feel that at Orchard Beach. It felt like it wasn't really no sea breeze. The water wasn't really moving.
Okay.
But yeah, no, definitely. Go to the beach.
All right. So now moving along to our Everything Black segment. What do you want to start off with? There's just so much to start off with this week.
It's a lot to catch you guys up on.
Can I just say I'm here for all the Jada and Arkansas Cedar memes.
Oh, 100%.
I just love all of them. Every one of them are funnier than the last.
No, 100%. I mean,
well,
as if entanglement wasn't already a word in the dictionary.
You know, I mean, now it's become a whole vibe.
Yeah, people think Jada made this word up. Like she done invented the word. You know, it's like, yeah, you know, but I guess it was a funny way to describe their relation. That's why Will Smith was like, yeah, I can't see what we doing with our hands, but it's like they not really connected, but you know, we don't know what to call it. And Will Smith was like, that's what we calling it? Like, listen, he was like, cut the bullshit. Call a spade, okay? I don't got time for this shit. He's like, you got me out here, you looking crazy. Our laundry is in the streets.
Well, what exactly? Okay, so you're referring to the 12-minute Red Table Talk that they posted on Facebook. So, what exactly were your thoughts like regarding their communication? Because I personally felt that a lot of people were saying, "Oh, I love how they communicate. It's great communication." I'm just like, but where was the communication? It looks like she had to sit down and say her offenses to the priest, which is the world, and Will is just sitting there like you said, you got me out here looking crazy. So I don't understand where the communication was that people were talking about. They did say, you know, it's because that they communicate that they've gotten to this point and they were done, but then they came back together, and I hear them, I just don't feel it. No, a lot of people are saying that Jada's like a master manipulator in how she speaks, and honestly, she is, because she has you guys gassed up and saying, like, with these words, making it sound like she's saying something, but sounding like you are communicating, actually communicating are two different things. Because he said, "I'm gonna get you back." Who says that? Yeah. Who says that? That's not even funny.
I didn't like when he said that either. I was like, okay, Will. And I was happy that her response to that was like, I think we've both done enough at this point. Because, come on, let's be serious. 25 years of marriage. Okay, let's really unpack that. It's 25 years. That is 2 decades and a half with someone, okay? Meaning, you know how much change that is? How much evolution that is? That's a lot. And I get it, you know. I think for me personally, I can understand why an entanglement would happen. I mean, it's 25 years in. To really think that nothing would ever transpire within those 25 years is not saying that it's naive to think that way, because there are men that don't cheat. There's women that don't cheat. To some degree, I mean, there's always been rumors that they're swingers.
Heard that one.
I mean, that's a possibility. And if they are, that's fine. If that works for them. Now, my interpretation of the Red Table Talk, now, before I even get into that, because you asked me a question in regards to their communication, I felt as though it was beautiful. Mm-hmm. I liked how they listened to one another. Mm-hmm. I liked how there was direct eye contact. Mm-hmm. And the body language was very calm. And again, because they said that this happened so long ago, I think they were really able to come to it and talk, because they've already gotten all the emotions out of the way. Mm-hmm. And I think that's for most relationships. Once you get all of the emotion out of the way, you can actually sit down and have a real dialogue about what transpired. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And that was basically what we were seeing.
I hear you. I understand that. I still feel to some degree like it's not real.
Mm-hmm. Okay. What part exactly do you feel as though it's not real?
I don't know. I always have this, like, you know, what people show on camera is not usually what's happening behind closed doors. Like, people have egos. People get upset. People get annoyed at having to speak about the same thing all the time. Like, it happened 4 years ago, and now it's being brought up. You don't think that household is kind of, you know, a little stressed out and tense right now? Even with great communication?
Yeah. Yes, to some degree, because they're both in Hollywood. They know how to put on for the cameras.
Mm-hmm.
Let's not sit here and act like, but to some degree,
I think they've done the work, but I don't think it's that easy as people are making it seem when they talk about it. I love their communication. They listen to each other, and you can see that they care to hear what the other person is saying. I'm just like, I mean, it's easy to do it in front of the camera because you have to do it. You can't balk on her and say, yo, what the fuck is an entanglement?
Well, see, I don't know if I can agree fully, only because me personally, if I'm not rocking with you, I don't care if I'm off camera, on camera. That's kind of going to translate unless we have some type of, if we're that intertwined business wise, and is there really anything on the line if they go their separate ways? I think they will both genuinely be okay. I think it's due to the timing of this happened 4 years ago.
Yeah.
So now it's coming up. That 4 years is a lot of time for them to have done the marriage therapy, to have had all of those emotions.
Yeah.
But I hear what you're saying too, and I'm pretty sure that there's people that feel that way as well,
mm-hmm.
where you're just putting on for the camera.
Yeah.
But my personal intake and perspective of the conversation was they were asking each other, Will was hitting her with the hard, tough questions. He was like, look, cut the bullshit. People want to know what's the real deal. Don't give me no short answer. Let it just be known. And I mean, it could have been a business thing too, because it got the most viewership within like a day.
Right? I was like, wow, that's insane. I mean, I guess why? Because it took her a while to put this out. What if she did put it out because the network, I don't know, Facebook said, we kind of want you to do this. We'll make it worth your while. You know? So you never know. That could have been that too.
That's a very strong possibility. Yeah, but you guys know what it is. I mean, August Alsina, he had no reason to even bring, come on, August. Why?
Man.
Why?
So another publicity stunt.
Yeah, basically.
Another publicity stunt. I think so. Another one.
Basically. So yeah, I mean,
but I did want to touch up on what Lisa Ray said though. Lisa Ray said that she feels like basically I don't want to, from what I took from it, because I don't want to interpret somebody's words wrong. What I took from it is like they took advantage of him. He came in with the son as a friend. They understood that he was depressed. She kind of was a woman figure in his life. Then Jada and Will were on the outs. She was hanging out around him more and more. Somehow it turned sexual. So Lisa Ray but how did that happen though? When did it go from helping somebody to being on his dick?
I was cracking up when she said that because I mean she's right. How? I mean maybe because they were just always around each other. How they really got to know each other? I don't know.
Make it make sense. Make it make sense because that don't make sense. He's a little baby.
How old is August?
I don't know.
Yeah, we gotta tell you guys how old August is. August Alsina. Because I mean it doesn't matter, clearly.
It doesn't matter because if that's your son,
Jada is a cougar, okay? She don't care. She ready to put them paws on you, okay, boo?
If he's your son's friend, he's already too young. He's 27.
27. He's 27. Jada gotta be in her pushing early 50s.
Your girl is 48.
Okay. So, I mean, look.
21 years. 21 years.
Listen.
That's 2 decades, Brittany. That's 2 decades.
Oh my God. Listen, she clearly, but I think as women, we've all to some degree have been there before where if you're in a long-term relationship, you may want to try another penis. I think that's really what it was. I think she just was like, look, and like they said, we were done. You know, I think they thought that this was it. You know, I'm over it. We're done. Whatever I do, whatever you do, I don't even care.
That's on you.
Right. So she was willing to risk it all. And I mean, I don't fool August. This is Jada Pinkett.
Shit, I want to fuck too. Yeah. I mean, not me, but that's what he said.
Exactly. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I mean, yeah. I mean, clearly, listen, Jada, do your thing, okay?
I ain't mad at it.
I'm not really mad at it. I'm just mad that, and I think I can understand, because it's like, August, you was just supposed to get your goods and just be quiet.
That's good. And then I saw a post that said this is not his first time mentioning it. He been mentioning it, but y'all didn't notice. It was in one of his songs. I was like, yo, bro, you think somebody really sat here and dissected your songs to figure out that you said that a couple of years ago?
August, knock, knock. Hello, wake up. I don't know if you realize that we haven't listened to you since maybe your first 2 songs. And what year was that? I don't even remember. Probably a decade ago. Maybe 2 decades ago. Okay, so August, we not checking for you music wise. I'm sorry, we're not. Yeah. So whatever. Only maybe your real core fans may have caught that.
I don't remember the name of his songs. And
yeah, exactly. I love it. Whatever. Yeah, we know what we was bumping.
I don't remember songs anyhow, so no shade. I just don't. Oh.
That's how long ago it was. It ain't bumping in the clubs no more. Let's just put it that way. Well, you know, the quarantine clubs, because ain't nobody going to no real club, okay? Now, D-Nice been holding it down.
Who?
D-Nice, DJ D-Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Holding it down. Oh, and then going right, I mean, talking about that, we might as well let y'all already know DMX and Snoop Dogg versus coming up. How y'all feeling about that?
I'm a fan of both. I used to listen to DMX when I was younger because of my siblings and Snoop Dogg, so I'm a fan of both. I'm actually more excited about Snoop Dogg's music than DMX, I'll be honest with you, only because I like Cali shit. And I love gangster shit. Like, I think I listened to NWA for like a whole 2 years straight. Like, and then after that, I was everything Ice Cube. And then after that, like, I don't know. I like that shit. So I'm more excited to hear him.
Only because of the longevity of his career.
That too. But DMX funny though. That's also gonna be a show.
And no, it's what?
It's about to be
to say the least. This is basically part 2 of Jadakiss and Fabulous, okay? Basically, Jadakiss, if Snoop is gonna be Jadakiss, I mean Fab.
Huh?
Fab is gonna be Snoop. Snoop is going, y'all get what I'm trying to say. And DMX is gonna be Jadakiss, okay?
Oh
but no,
DMX is Jadakiss.
Listen.
And it's Snoop and Fab, they both smooth and shit. And here you have Jadakiss.
Yo, now I'm here for it though. In case y'all don't know the date, that is Wednesday. July 22nd, Wednesday, next week Wednesday. Okay.
Yep. I'm here for it. Wait, we gonna be recording?
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, they know when we record now. Yes, guys, we record every Wednesday.
Yes, we do, because we love you guys. So every week. And then in case you guys haven't realized, but we release a new episode every Friday.
Yes, and this past week you had a bonus one.
Yes.
Yeah, man, we're gonna be recording during the time that the show is happening. Oh, who knows? We might actually live stream it from our show as well, or just talk about funny things that are happening while we're watching.
Yeah, I like that. I'm pretty sure you guys would like that too. Yeah, let's.
Yeah. So
we gotta tune in.
We got it. We're gonna tune in too with you guys. So that'll be pretty cool. So see you next week live. um, so just moving on from that, you know, during that time when DMX and Snoop Dogg was out, that was like gangster music, and clearly a couple people got froggy this weekend. This week, Tory Lanez allegedly, they're saying, shot Meg Thee Stallion in the foot. Meg and Tory were at a party. They were in the pool. Everybody saw them on live, and then all of a sudden, shots fired. I don't know if it was fired in the pool. I don't know if it was fired outside, where around the pool, but Meg is pretty mad about her foot. She's now going to be protecting her energy. The young lady said she didn't know how important it was until now. I'm not going to hold you. I didn't understand that either until now in my life. I'm really trying to protect my energy as well. It sounds silly, I get it, but you really do have to protect yourself from, and again, when people used to say, I used to think it was silly, but negativity and people that are toxic. I'm now realizing toxic behavior, and I'm calling it out when I see it. Oh, that's toxic. All right, I'm good with that. I don't want that. So I do agree with her. I really don't know what to say, but guys, they put Tory's information out there. His name is Daystar. First name Daystar Peterson, and Daystar Peterson is 5'3", 120 pounds, $120, soaking wet.
Yo, I'm heavier than him, and I'm 5'2".
I am 5'2", and actually no, we the same weight.
Oh, you and Tory the same weight?
Yeah.
Oh, nah.
I'm 5'2". We the same person together, basically. You see me, you see him.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I knew Tory was a short guy. Like, you can clearly tell that.
He was that short.
I didn't know he was that short either.
He was that short, man.
But he has enough swag where it could work for him.
I realized that I can't do past 5'5".
Yeah, I never said that I would personally date Tory Lanez, okay? I never said that. I just said he has enough charisma and enough money and enough swag to
somebody else.
Exactly.
Oh, okay, I got you.
For another tall, because don't you realize opposites attract? So taller women actually like shorter men.
Yeah.
He could probably get him a model, you know.
Yeah, I get it. And
the heart and the Nico.
Oh, exactly. They look very cute together. They
look great.
I actually only said 5'5" because one of my exes were 5'5", but I've upgraded since then. So 5'5" is no longer the starting point.
No. I think the shortest I've dated is, I want to say 5'7".
Okay.
Which still felt pretty short.
Because when you really don't have much leg, you have wiggle room for the heels, but it still makes you feel like you guys the same height when you wear the heels.
Right. So I want someone at least, I would say 5'10" and up.
That's where I'm at right now.
Yeah.
5'10". Give me 5'10".
I need 5'10".
Yeah. You don't have to be 6.
Yeah, like I need a 5'9.5" and up. Like I need because you know, except height, and we could tell the difference. We know when y'all not. Look, stop claiming you 6 foot and you still in the 5s. Y'all always, I'm sick. No, you're not. No, you're not. I know people that's in the 6, and you and them don't look. They trees, and you're, I don't even know what's in between the trees.
Bushes, the bushes.
Yeah, you kind of like a high bush, okay? Nah, but all seriousness, I get it. I get it. Men want to be taller. Stop worrying about your height.
And women want big butts, so, you know, we all want things we can't have.
Can we talk about these? But I'm sorry. I know we supposed to be, but you just hitting on topic.
Yeah.
These butts are getting out of control.
So here's my thing. They make the body and then they work out, or they work out to get the body. I don't get it. I don't get it. Because all these girls are popping up with there's these butts and flat tummies, and I'm kind of confused because I've been working out and I'm losing a lot of my fat right now in my booty area. So I'm just like, so how do you do it? Explain it to me. Do you get skinny and then get the booty, or do you go get the booty and then work out?
I, I can't fully have the perfect answer for that because that ain't my life. Okay, I'm out here really working my ass, man. All right, I am literally grinding for mine. Okay, like I'm getting it out the trenches. This shit is not easy. It's not easy. No, seriously, because
it's not easy getting the booty, right? That's what you're talking about.
That's a fact. That's a fact. It's not easy getting a butt either. Not to say that, I don't like my butt. I do. But, I feel like every woman feels like there could be a little bit more back there.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree with you. Because even like when people say my butt is big, I don't really think it is. I think it's the hips. It's the hips for me.
Right? It's the hips for me. It's the hips for me too. It's the hips for me too.
So like I feel like my hips kind of sculpt my butt to make it look bigger. But now that I work out every day, guys. Like every day I'm doing something. I feel like I'm losing some fat from my butt. But my plan is to start getting like strength training so I could get some muscle in so my butt could come back. And guys, I know we're talking about butt a lot, but this is very important to your whole body makeup when you wear them clothes and you want to look sexy, and you want to wear a two-piece on the beach, because my two-piece is going to be a floss. And I want to look good in it.
Listen, man, I'm still wearing one pieces, okay? Because I am not showing this stomach until it's to my standard. And not to say that I'm not satisfied where I'm at. Yes, I have lost, honestly, guys, I'm so proud. Under quarantine, I have lost 19 pounds.
Girl, you go, girl. You look beautiful.
I have lost 19 pounds. And honestly, it didn't really take like that much to like, I just realized I just had to move a few things around, I just had to realize when I was eating my carbs, when not to eat them, and just being consistent. And quarantine really provided that consistency because I'm in the house anyways.
Why not?
So whoever ain't working out right now, yes, I'm judging you because you got time. You got time. I don't care why you got. I don't want to hear nobody complaining about their body right now. I'm sorry, I don't. You have time to change it. You do. But we digress. We were talking about, listen, honestly, I don't have much to say about this whole Tory Lanez and Meg Thee Stallion shot in the foot, because it just sounds stupid. How the hell you wind up at a party and now you go into the ambulance with a foot? Wait, somebody shot Tory Lanez. Like, first of all, let's really dissect it.
A gun to shoot.
Why the hell does he even have a gun on him? Why?
Yo, this shit, 2020 is a joke.
It's a joke mixed with grief because, as we know, Naya Rivera, yes. that situation was.
That's sad. Even I don't know if you guys know this, but Nelson Mandela's daughter passed away recently too.
Yes.
Yes. Naya Rivera, though, that is a sad story.
Yeah, it's sad, and it's so many unanswered questions. It's just me personally. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I knew the woman. I didn't. Watch Glee, but the clips that I'm seeing, she was great at what she does.
She was a vibrant person. That's what I noticed about her. She was a pretty vibrant person, like full of life. I mean, and again, to make that sacrifice for your child, I mean, it just shows you there's nothing compared to a mother's love. Once you have a child, or you're a child yourself with your mom, clearly you can never experience that love any else. The way my mom loves me, nobody can ever love me like that. Ever, 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 ever.
Yeah. I honestly, and I'm starting to believe it more and more where you won't ever understand until you're a parent.
You won't ever understand until you're a parent. I agree with you.
Yeah.
Because even the decisions that our parents make, we may not agree with them. Even still today, we may not agree with them. But in their minds, it's the best situation out of a plethora of even worse options. So, I mean, I don't agree with everything my mom has done in the past for me, but I know it was the best she could do in that moment. But again, sleep easy, Naya. I'm. I hope your son is taken care of. I'll be praying for your son forever. I hope he has a great support system around him to get him through this time, because a son without his mom is also rough. That's not easy.
Yeah. And I mean, and since we're on that topic as well, I just feel like we also need to highlight, the two Black women that lost their lives. One during childbirth, and the
Yes.
other YouTuber.
Yes.
I believe her name was Nicole.
Yeah, I saw that one.
Yeah, that was pretty. That's not pretty. That is very drastic and tragic. I mean, 8 months in, and now
Gone like that.
Just vanished.
I thought about this for a while, and I usually don't talk about this with people, but I understand having a child is an exciting moment, but I don't think a lot of us understand that for some people it's very traumatic, or it's a bad experience, or it's not what they thought it would be. You know what I'm saying? I don't think a lot of us realize that not everybody has that glowing moment where they're like so proud. No, for some people it's something that they said they've done and they probably will never do again, or they didn't make it out of it.
Yeah, so that was very tragic to hear that. And again, the statistics on, Black women just not making it out of childbirth is pretty. There's another reason why we have to get back to helping ourselves and building our communities. And I mean, I'm not sure if you guys heard, but now in Asheville, North Carolina, they're approving reparations for Black residents. It was a unanimous vote, but they're not giving any money. And we know we need money. It's not just about investing in our communities. Yes, invest, but at the same time, how do we know that those dollars are really going to Black businesses? How can we ensure that? We don't know. It's too tricky. I just feel like, and especially under quarantine, we need you guys to like literally pay us. We need to be paid. This is not just about investing in our communities. And that just seems too broad for me to just accept it. And like, I agree with some of the comments in regards to this post. I'll believe it when I see it.
I agree with you. I will believe it when I see it. And I think you also said one of the posts said that it sounds like gentrification to me, where they're only going to fix up the community so their people can move in. And because the price of just the cost of living there is going to go up so high that the people that are already there can't afford it. Basically what's happening now. But on a lighter note, Brittany, how are you spending your reparations though? What you gonna do with your money if there is money to come?
I am definitely. I'm putting my money into black banks. Not to say that I can't do that right now, which I probably should, but I would honestly make sure that my dollars goes back into the Black community. I would give my dollars to these Black banks to help invest. It depends on how much I actually got. I mean,
I agree with you.
Less than. I think we should get $1 million for every year of our life.
Honestly, I really just want the 40 acres and a mule, and I'll do what I need to do, because the land is the money. The land is what I need, so I can make sure I have that land continuously for generations to come. That's the money for me. The paper, once you give it to me, now I still gotta go buy the land and shit like that. So that's fine, but they might give me a hard time getting the land. Just give me the land. It's mine.
No, definitely have to buy land with that money. My mother's retiring. It's over. We off. We on islands. I'm sorry. Like, we going back to living like kings and queens. And not to say that we not already kings and queens. We are, but like, we really about to be coming to America, okay? I want the gold, yes, the fruit bearing, all of that, okay? Service me, honey. Okay?
Service me, honey.
Yes. And then I'm sorry, but I meant to put a disclaimer out for y'all because I just need this to be stated. Because the way how people are getting fact checks these days, I'm sorry, this may seem a bit random, but listen, guys, I just need y'all to understand, don't take anything I say to heart. Please don't take it to heart. This is just Brit's opinion. That's it.
Just jokes?
Just jokes.
Just jokes.
That's it. I don't need 5 years down. When y'all pull up a clip from that, pull up this clip too. And I said, I'm putting the disclaimer out. Because the way how it's crazy. You can't do anything.
Getting y'all out. Well, they getting us, people out here, you know. Whoever's putting their voice out there, you really got to come correct. And, I mean, I agree with Brittany. This is just jokes to us. We two young black women that just want to come out and chat about our feminine experience and about the world because this is what we living in. So if you know you're a serious person and you take everything to heart and you want to write lengthy reviews on things that you think that could have been taken out of context in your thought process, that's fine. Just don't tag us and don't name names. Keep that to yourself.
Basically.
I'm not going to tell somebody they can't speak their thoughts, but you could just say, you know, I heard 2 people talking today about such and such, and I didn't like it. This is the reason why I didn't like it. Please don't clout chase with our names. Not that we have any clout. Yes. We don't have any clout yet.
Listen, we're getting there, okay? We're getting there.
We're on episode 5, buddy. Ooh, you here for the ride.
Yes.
So what I want to talk about next is kind of 2 things that happened where T.I. said that his name should be amongst the greats, and people are calling SZA the queen of R&B. So we could start off with T.I. first. Let's unpack that. I personally agree with him. You know, I was listening to T.I. since I was in junior high school. So he is one of the greats. He was that Southern voice that I'm just like, yo, that's what's up. I like that, you know? And then to be on songs with Beyonce and Jay-Z, it's like, oh, that Southern music is coming up to the North. I personally think he should be amongst the greats. I agree with him. And for people that don't, I'm just like, but why though? Tell us why. You could send us an email, DM us, comment under when we post this episode. Tell us why if you don't agree with T.I.'s comment, because I personally do agree. I think he is a great artist. His name should be amongst the greats as well.
Like Baby said, put some respect on my name. Okay? Some motherfucking respect on my name, okay? I ain't gonna say it no more. I ain't gonna say it no more. Okay? No, seriously. Like, y'all gotta put some respect on T.I. name. Y'all not gonna sit here and act like T.I. didn't really. I mean, not to say that he was one of the mainstream Southern rappers that our generation grew up listening to.
Yeah.
That's Rubber Band Man. Everybody wants the Rubber Band to pop. Like, come on, y'all.
That was a good one. Rubber Band Man was a good one.
Like, come on. He has some hits.
It's in his catalog. I don't remember songs.
Rihanna. I'm getting my.
I remember that one.
T.I. got some good songs. T.I.'s got some hits, okay? So yes, I agree. He should be up there with the greats as well. Listen,
Whatever you like.
If Kanye West is up there with the greats,
Man,
I mean, is he up there with the greats? Because he's doing this foolery. He's talking about
he's up there with the weirdos, man. He's up there with the weirdos. And you know what? I retract that. I don't want to say he's up there with the weirdos because his family did come out and say that he's going through an episode, and you know we have to take mental health issues seriously. But here's my problem with that: grab your mans and keep him home. Grab your mans and keep him home. Why was he today signing? He filed with the FEC to run for the presidency 2020, and his party was birthday party. What the fuck is a birthday party? It said through sickness and health, grab your mans and bring him home and keep him there.
Listen, you know Kim on the low is hoping this happens. What? To be a first lady? Oh, Kim would be in like heaven, okay?
She'll feel like I'm finally above Beyonce. I think that's what she just wants to be. Finally, I'm above her. Bitch, you ain't above nobody. Like, people are looking at you crazy, sis. People are looking at you crazy.
Trump in office, everyone think that they could be presidents. But enough of Kanye and his antics, because we don't got to give him too much time. He just loves attention. That's all he loves. SZA thinks she's up there with the greats. So
she didn't necessarily say it, that she's up there with the greats. She said she never called herself the queen of R&B. She just said, why can't I be a queen? Basically a queen in my own right. And that's cool, sis. But you know what? The memes were hitting. That's what did it for me. The memes. Somebody said, I think like I just live for this ratchet shit. Somebody said, I love me some SZA, but I want to know who are these people that are calling her the queen of R&B. And then the face was like, you know, that face, like looking, that searching face, like, what are you talking about? That shit was hilarious. I think that was the funniest one out of all of them. And I mean, don't get me wrong, I love SZA. I love her music, but she's still young. She's still green. She's still growing. And I think once we see all the different facets of her voice and her music, then, you know, we can start chatting.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I mean, when I think of queen of R&B, I mean, Mary J. Blige is like the first name that really pops in my head. And I get what SZA's saying. She's a queen in her own lane. Yes. So, yes. I mean, listen, we're rooting for everything black, like Issa said, okay?
Everything black.
Made towards SZA. She has a beautiful voice.
She does.
She hasn't produced enough for us to say that you're a queen yet. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's a big title. That's a big commitment. You haven't really won any awards. You haven't gone through any generations. So you gotta wait your turn. You gotta wait your turn before you could call yourself a queen. And not only that, when you call yourself a queen, you kind of date yourself to some degree.
You know, I've thought about it that way, but I also think it's not really a dated thing. It's more you've elevated. Okay. Where not you know, like a PhD, like that.
Okay.
Like you've experienced all that you could, and now you sit with that PhD where you can now even school others and help others. You could grab them up and bring them up with you, because that's what you really should be doing. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I think it is. I don't think it's a real dated thing. I think it's a more you elevated. You are a different person now. You know, you're an expert level.
You've explained it that way. I agree with that. I do. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. But I feel like, the only way to really be able to do that is with time. Exactly. And that's all that's missing. It's just it's just a little bit more time. That's it.
Yeah.
And just to let you guys know, the YouTuber that passed, her name was Nicole Thea. I'm sorry, it was bothering me because I feel like we shouldn't only know Naya Rivera's name. Like, this is big too.
Yeah.
Nicole Thea, she was 24 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Her and her unborn child, you know. So just, you know, we had to put the name on the record just in case. But yes, SZA, just some more time. Just some more time.
Yeah. And I think that's it. That for everything Black. Is there anything else?
Well, I just want to shout out. I want to shout. Well, a name that should be up there with the greats is Rihanna.
Definitely Rihanna.
Okay.
Great in all aspects of life, if you ask me.
Rihanna is taking all them coins.
All my little coins. She took my bra coin, my panty coin, my makeup coin, my soul coin, my come on, all my little coins. And now she out here for my skin coins. I have a pretty simple skin routine. I use Dr. Bronner's sugar tea tree soap to wash my face, and I moisturize with aloe. That's all I pretty much do. When I'm feeling funky, I make my own exfoliant, which is just turmeric, brown sugar, and honey. And sometimes I use apple cider vinegar to tone. But pretty simple skin routine. But I want to buy something just to support, but I know probably won't use it. But I probably will buy something just to support. Because I don't know, I like to keep it simple.
No, I agree. I couldn't agree more. But before we get out of this segment, I just have to highlight Viola Davis on Vanity Fair.
Oh yeah, Viola Davis. Yes.
Oh my goodness, I just love her. I just love everything she does. She's like a mother in my head.
I was just thinking the same thing, but I was like, is that disrespectful? But she is a mother. But to me, she's like my mother. Like, you know. And then, all right. You know, like back in the day when we was younger, and it'd be like that TV mom and TV dad, and it's sad to say because I don't want to mention his name, but Bill Cosby and Felicia Rashad. But Felicia Rashad, though, like, it was like how mothers were then. Viola Davis is like how our mothers are now, where they're working and they still being a mom. They still taking care of you. Yes, those may not have been her kids, but she played a big part in their lives on How to Get Away with Murder. But in just real life, though, I feel like her life lessons and the things that she talks about. She said in an interview how somebody said to her, "You're like the Black Meryl Streep." And honestly, I'm so happy that she talked about that, because I think that's very disrespectful, very, very disrespectful, because like she said, she's done everything they've done, but look how she's still diminished to, oh, you're like a Black Meryl Streep. No, she has to work 10 times harder to get where they're at, and now they've been there, and now she's arrived, and now you're diminishing her.
Yeah, Viola Davis is Viola Davis, okay?
That's it.
Not no Black Meryl Streep. Yeah. Come out of here. If anything, Meryl Streep is the white Viola Davis, okay? Get the hell out of here.
And you know what? No shade to Meryl Streep, because I don't think Meryl Streep is that kind of person. No shade to her.
Oh, yeah, me either.
That is like, come on, bro. Come on.
It's so hard to leave this segment because every time we about to leave, I keep thinking of more. All
right, we gotta go. I'm cutting you off.
Yeah. Let's move on.
So moving right along to our movie/show section, because your girls do love TV. I watch a lot of TV. I like a lot of reruns. My favorite reruns to watch at night is Frasier. Everybody Loves Raymond. Seinfeld. And also Living Single. I watch all those reruns. And I just jump around how I feel, you know. The last couple of weeks I was feeling Living Single, so I watched the whole season. You know what I want to do? I want to start watching Hanging with Cooper. That's probably going to be my next thing. But we did watch Little Fires Everywhere. I recently finished it. Brittany finished it a long time ago. I don't know what took me so long to get on board. It could have been The Face. But
I'm coming for Kerry Washington.
You know, we gotta start coming for her. But I gotta tell you, Kerry, the memes are hilarious, and I hope you're laughing too. um, I thought it was an amazing, amazing, amazing show. It makes me want to read the book. And if you haven't watched it, please watch it. We have to talk about it. So sorry, spoiler alert. Um, so it's basically a young lady that's an artist, and she moves around a lot with her daughter. Um, and apparently, we think the daughter's hers the whole entire time, but she had promised a couple the child. So she was basically the surrogate. She ran off with the kid after her brother passed away, and just been moving around, bouncing around, and only using cash, and kind of not living above her means. And it kind of throughout the show, you see how it places a strain on her relationship with her daughter, because now her daughter is realizing that all these lies that her mother told her, well, not told her, but is living, and she's living in them. The funny thing is, the last house that they live in the show is the first one that she actually gets to stay in for a long time. She gets to paint more than one room a color, and she has friends. She even has people that she likes. Like a boyfriend. She enjoys the school that she goes to, and here come Carrie with all these lies, smoking some weed. She's working at this Chinese restaurant. She meets this young lady that, guess what? Her baby was taken, and she gave up her baby because she couldn't take care of her baby. However, she's trying to get her baby back from this family that wants her, and it's her motherfucking baby. She got to go to court to get her motherfucking baby. Carrie could relate because she took somebody else's baby. So she helps this woman to fight, hire a lawyer to fight to get her baby back. And at the end, the sad part is the judge ruled that the baby stayed with the white family. The lawyer had already told her, don't worry, those kinds of people don't win cases, which is the sad part too. What made the end of the show great, I'm really trying to bounce around, so if somebody really wants to watch it, it's not that bad of a spoiler alert. But the great thing at the end of the show was that the Asian woman took her baby back and went to Canada. Once the daughter realized all the lies that the mom was telling Kerry Washington, they kind of worked through it. The sad part is she had to hear it from her mom's employer, a white lady, which was played by Reese Witherspoon, which is where all the conflict really originated from. I don't know why I didn't start with that, but I was trying to cover it up for you guys.
And they did a great job. I mean, I would have never pictured Reese Witherspoon.
I love her. I've loved this woman, Reese Witherspoon, since Sweet Home Alabama. I've watched Sweet Home Alabama so much times. I know how to take the lightning I know how to take lightning and make glass, dead ass. And if you know that movie, like I know that movie, you know what the fuck I'm talking about. That's how much times I've watched that movie. I love Reese Witherspoon. Her work and her catalog is amazing, hands down. Like you have to give her that. She went from just doing Big Little Lies. Big Little Liars, I forgot the exact name of that show, to doing this, and it's like two different people.
Wow,
she's amazing. Like her catalog is amazing, but so it's like this huge conflict brewing with these women, and one who's a white privileged woman, and another woman who's black and basically has a lot going on, as black women do. Not to say white women don't, but she's black. Her black parents didn't accept the fact that she was gay. I'm sorry, I'm giving this all out to you guys. Sorry. She took this child that she knows she should have took. Now she has to live within her means, and she can't put herself out there as an artist like she wants to, because she doesn't want to be found. So it's
a very well written show, to say. It's well directed, it's well written, and it's a short series, 8 episodes. I thoroughly enjoyed the series. I mean, from the beginning, you're kind of just in this mode of trying to understand what's going on, and they just catch your attention they draw you in from the very beginning. Yep. So definitely tune in, guys. It's on Hulu. If you guys have Hulu, or you probably know someone's password you could use. Come on, we under quarantine. People done got subscriptions that they didn't have before, so I'm pretty sure somebody has a Hulu account. Definitely check in with it.
What was your favorite part, Brittany?
My favorite part was honestly, I feel like the end when
Same.
it started to burn, when everything was burning in
Yes.
the room, like that was my favorite part because we kept seeing her go into her studio, if you will, and we saw her building and making things and taking photographs, but we didn't understand how all of this was gonna come together in the end.
Yes.
So when you see it all play out, it was like, oh wow, I didn't expect that. So I would say the end. Basically, what I'm referring to is like she basically sets. It seems like she has theories of where she lives. So she always chooses a new town, a new state, she's always on the go.
Yeah.
And after she's done living in that town, it just seems like she burns down where she lives. Like, that's it.
I don't
start.
I don't think she burns everyone down, but that was a sort of a cleansing that I did like. I loved.
No, it was needed, and yeah, I can't wait for season 2.
There's a season 2. I thought that was just the end of the book. I don't think so. Let me check.
Really? I feel like they should be making a season 2. I hope they are.
No, I think it was just a short series. Yeah, first episode, final episode.
Oh, damn. So maybe. All right. So try not to go through it that fast, y'all, because once it's over, you're gonna be sad. Trust me.
Some people say they would love a season 2, but there's no official plans for a season 2. No. It's an amazing, amazing, amazing show. All right, so I guess that's it for little fires everywhere. Definitely go and watch it. It's an amazing show. I definitely wanted to bring up the fact that CW is going to be casting, has casted a Black woman for their new TV show, Batwoman. The young lady's name is Vashia. No, I said that wrong. Javicia Leslie. And I'm sorry, girl, if I messed up your name. I'm so sorry. Sorry about the girl thing if that offended you too. But I think I said it right this time. Javicia Leslie. Regardless of the fact you were badass for, getting this role and doing this, I think it's great representation, and it's just great to see a Black woman on CW as Batwoman, because I do watch all CW superhero shows. I love all of them.
Yes, I didn't know that. Wow, kudos to her. Yeah, I feel like her name is Javicia as well. Yes, Javicia.
Yeah, I think Javicia it's a beautiful name. So our final segment, and definitely the name of our show for this episode, is the different seasons of womanhood. And what made me think about this is I realized that as women, we have so many different aspects of us that we give. And I think we also tend to judge as well. And it's important to highlight those and talk about it as well, just Brittany and I talking about it, but making it a conversation and you guys hearing what we have to say and starting that conversation. And even with your friends and family, definitely send us any emails if you have any thoughts or comments. Living Single New York Style at gmail.com. You can DM or comment on our page, Living Single New York Style, on IG and Facebook. And you can also listen to our show on YouTube as well. If not Spotify, the channel is Living Single New York Style. So jumping right into it, let's just talk about women as when you are first a girl. Seeing your mom as a woman, that is your first example of what a woman should be like. For me, my mom got up and went to work every day. She was, by the time I was about 10, she was divorced, and she's never been with anybody since then. It's just been, everything is about us. And in a way, it's amazing. I'm grateful. In another way, it's pretty annoying because sometimes she could be annoying, but anybody that knows me, my mom is my everything. So today I can say I have to get up and go to work. That's just something that I know I have to do just by seeing my mom doing it. I know I need to cook for myself just by seeing my mom doing it. Things of that nature. Even having discipline. People always say, you have a lot of discipline, Tati. I only have that from seeing my mom doing it. Like, my mom has a lot of discipline, when I was younger, she was like close to like 300 pounds, and she lost that in a matter of years. My mom is the fittest person I know. She eats healthy and she works out just as much as I do. Again, from seeing my mom do it. When you're a young girl, you don't realize how much of the things that your parents does that you're going to pick up and do it, whether it's good or bad, because my mom is also very petty. I'm very petty. So I don't want to just highlight the good things. My mom could, her words could cut you like a knife. I can be that way too. So, but then getting into being a teenager and a young adult, those kind of experiences, once you, I feel like once you have your period, that's when shit changes. You get this attitude, this feeling in you, like parents say, you're smelling yourself. And that's when the cattiness starts, I feel like, for some women. And that's what I think is a big part of our community that continues on even into adulthood. Cattiness and tearing each other down. I don't like that. Have I done it? Yes. Am I proud to say I've done it? No. And now that I'm thinking about it, the reason why I say I've done it is because I laugh at the people on Instagram. Is that catty though? Would you consider that catty? Like, when I saw that they said, but sis is not a queen though. Is that catty? Because that's what I'm really thinking about.
Oh, I don't think that's catty. I mean, as women, we're gonna talk. We're gonna discuss things. I think that's just a woman's nature, But no, I mean, we're, like you said, going back to, we are going to basically reproduce what we were taught by our mothers and whoever was around us, any of our elders, really. I think that that's a good thing and a bad thing, because as long as, when you're on your journey to womanhood as a young adult, it is your responsibility to identify what traits you want to keep and what traits you want to lose or are no longer serving you for where we currently are in the world. Mm-hmm. Because we also, and I had to kind of come to grips with this with, my mother, that she had that mindset because of the environment that she was in that time frame, I wasn't around in the 60s and the 70s, and yeah, I don't know what that life was like for me. Only my mother would know that. Only she would know. You get what I'm saying? And it kind of molds you to be this person.
Yeah.
And I do think that most women do try to do the best that they can. But there is no book on this. It's just you're winging it. You're just going with the flow of things. And now looking back on it, I think as I've grown, I kind of, I've forgiven things that I may have been once upset about, my mom. And yeah, I just feel like my own wisdom, my own journey has made me realize that, okay, yeah, she was trying to do the best that she could. Now that we really understand the value of $1, we understand why we were being told no in the grocery store sometimes or in the toy store.
Yeah.
We all been broke before. We gotta tell ourselves no now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Trying to stretch $1 is hard. And that's the thing that we wouldn't understand at that age. I think another part of womanhood during that age when you're a teenager and young adult is feeling comfortable in your sexuality, and because others may judge you, you know what I'm saying? Whether you're straight or gay, either or is a tough time I mean, and I can't speak for the gay community, so I apologize for that. But what I'm saying is, for me, just like when I first like grew boobs, it was weird. You know what I'm saying? I didn't. I remember one day not wearing a bra to school because I forgot, because it wasn't part of my everyday routine, and my breasts were just jiggling, and I felt so like everybody staring at me. I felt so uncomfortable. I just wanted to curl up in a ball and hide. So that, you know, those kind of weird feelings, it's for me, it's weird, and I didn't like feeling like that. You know, it made me anxious, growing boobs and people looking at my chest. I don't like that. I don't like that kind of attention.
I agree with that. That's how it made me feel too growing up. I was like, literally, it happened over the summer. I left 6th grade and came back 7th grade, and it was like a different Brittany, you know? And yeah, it was definitely something to adjust to. You know, having no, you know, male attention is just, yeah, that's why now I try to cover up as much as possible. I don't care for that attention, nor do I want to have it. Yes, as women, there are moments where we're like, look, tonight, these titties is out. Tonight, this ass is out. Or whatever. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with having those nights where you just want to look sexy, you want to wear something, you know, a little bit more risque than you normally would. You might want to put on your Savage Fenty, okay? There's nothing wrong with that. So, yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
And when you say like that, when you say that too, that's exactly what it is for me. I cover up a lot. Even when I was younger, and I the boobs and the hips came at the same time for me. Like the hips just came, and I was just like, what is happening here? You know? Now I like, okay, if I'm just going out regularly, I want to cover up. I wear like Adidas like leggings or some Nike leggings and a t-shirt to cover everything, and I'm out. You know, that's like my normal uniform. T-shirt, leggings of some kind of sort, and then sneakers, and I'm out. But when I do want to dress up, yeah, I might wear a cutoff shirt, you know. I might wear the tight pants that shows my hips and things like that. But at that moment, I'm accepting that kind of attention. But because I don't want that every day, I do cover up a lot, and I've learned to do that. Growing up, just seeing even grown men look at me, that's another thing that's so fucking disgusting. You know, this past weekend something did happen. I like every block, guys just like intensely looking at me. If you want to stare and not say nothing, don't fucking stare, because that shit is fucking creepy. It's like you're a rapist.
Tati, because honestly, ever since I've gotten my bike, it's like I'm on my bike for fitness. I'm not on my bike for, you know what I'm saying, attention like that. You know what I'm saying? It's hot now. Yes, I'm on my bike with some biker shorts and a sports bra, because first of all, it's already hot. So me having on a shirt and all this, I'm trying to be as light as possible.
Yeah.
But it's like men have to stop doing that. You have to stop howling at women just because you see a little bit of cleavage or you see something out of, you know, I get that you guys are visual, but come on. It's too much. As women, women are losing their lives over this.
Did you see how many women passed away alone just because they're not interested in a guy? That is insane. I actually bookmarked it because I wanted to discuss that. It is so scary that I can't even say no. The fact that I can't even say no is insane. I really have to give you the attention every time.
Right.
They posted about 8 women that kind of like shot down sexual advances. One young lady, she was in a club, shot down a sexual advance. He shot her at a bar. He shot her because she didn't want to talk to you, bro. That's happened to me, you know. I remember walking down Church Avenue recently. I'm walking down Church Avenue and like in the 50s, and the guy tries to speak to me, but what I do is my headphones are always in, so I could ignore you. But I heard him mouth, like I can see his mouth moving. He's like, "Yo, fuck you, bitch," and I'm just like, it was that serious to you, bro? It was that serious? You don't even want to be my mans. You just want to fuck. So is that serious to you?
See, and men have to teach their sons, and just, any type of male figure. And I know we're talking about women's hood, but
No, but I agree
ties
with you.
into it. Yeah, it ties right into it, and it's like you guys have to hold each other accountable. Where that's not a rejection.
Yep.
I have the right to say that I don't want to give you my number.
Yep.
Like, I have that right, and you need to be okay with that.
Yep.
Period.
Another part, like just like moving right along from being a young lady and coming into your sexuality and noticing that men are looking at you and how you tend to behave, because this is how we tend to behave. So guys, this is just what things that we do. Definitely tell us what you do. This is a conversation that we want to start, because I think it's very important so we know that we're not alone. It seems like right after, you can't even fully enjoy your 20s, because then people are looking at you like, when you about to have a baby? I think in the past, like a year or two, I got that question a handful of times. And I'm just like, why are you clocking my eggs?
Now, I'm curious, are you getting that question from people who have kids? Or
yeah, it was basically it was my ex's mom and his family that kept asking me, when are we gonna have a baby?
Okay. Because I only say that because I feel like people who have kids are always pressuring, or not always pressuring, but always asking, when you having a baby?
Listen, I don't like that shit.
Listen. You wanted to have your baby in your early 20s, your teen. That's up for you. I'll have mine when I'm ready. Honestly, I'm not really getting caught up in this whole clock system. I don't. Yes, I understand, but I genuinely think that as a woman, if you take care of your body and you're eating right, you're exercising, you're doing these things, you can have a baby at 35 and still be fine.
Yep.
So at 35 is not that old.
It's not that old. I don't know why we think that as women. It's like for women after 25, we feel like we just cut our lives off. I think I saw a post like that. After 25, your life is not over. Actually, I feel like after 25,
it's starting to take off.
It's starting to take off. That's when I really started living. To be the woman I am today and know what I know now, I know that there's only so much more ways to go. At 25, I thought I knew everything. And now I know nothing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
that part.
Yeah, so and that's why I know for a fact I'm not ready for a child. But for everybody that was ready for a child before me, more power to them, because I love these little babies out here. I love these little babies. But please don't pressure me into having no little baby right now. The funny thing is, I'm from a Haitian family. I'm Haitian American, and my family thinks I should be married in the next 6 months and start having babies. That's exactly what they think. And I had to let them know that that's not the goal for me in life. That's not my plans for my life. My plans for my life is to work on me, and that will come. And when it comes, I'll accept it. But I'm not out here just searching for a ring. No.
Yeah, you live in life exactly as you should. And that's what women should be doing right now. I mean, you need to know yourself.
Too often women, again, because I was the same way. When I was 23, my goal was to be married by 25 and have my first kid by 27, 28. I thought that my life was going to take off then. Not knowing that when I turned 25, I did have a meaningful relationship with somebody. And at the end of that relationship, clearly it ended. I realized I didn't want any of those things anymore. I didn't want to be married. I didn't want to have a kid. Now I feel like my life is really taking off. So for my family to think that now I need to be married and have a kid. That's not where I'm at right now, beloved. But thanks for the thought. Thanks for the thought.
I mean, you're more concerned about my fallopian tubes and my uterus,
right?
Than I am. That work.
And I think marriage is beautiful, but I'm at a space where I don't even really believe in the whole institution right now. Like, I think that is beautiful stuff for some people, and I also think that, in other aspects, not every aspect of marriage is beautiful, and I don't think I can handle that right now. So why would I put myself in that? I really do believe that, it does get boring. It does sometimes, it does feel like time has stopped. So I'm not ready to experience those things. I know I'm only here for the fun thing.
There's nothing wrong with that. And I think, we have to stop, women have to stop judging other women for that. And yes. We have to stop making them feel pressured. Is this conversation of whether married life is better than single life or yes. Single life better than married life, they should both have their own entities. You get what I'm saying? You should enjoy your singleness as a woman. You need it. Honestly, if like for me right now, I'm in that space and it feels amazing. I mean, when you're in a relationship for a certain period of time and then you now get to live this single life, you're living on your own, you're doing things on your accord when you want to, it really helps you get to know yourself. But then it is a point in life where you may feel like, you know what, I want to take this journey on with someone and I want to be married and I want to settle down and have a family. As long as you're choosing that and making that your choice, there's nothing wrong with that.
I saw a post on the Shade Room, and it's funny how the Shade Room is like, our source of news. What's better, being in a healthy relationship or having fun while being single? And it's so many facets to that question. I would start off by saying that being in a healthy relationship is just as much as great as having fun while being single, honestly, because I think when you say it's having fun while being single means that when you're in a relationship, all the fun stops. No, because when you're in a healthy relationship, the fun just gets even better. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I think the two kind of play on each other and they're not opposite of each other. Now that I'm single, am I having fun? I'm having lots of fun. I fucking love my life. If I was to be in any relationship right now, you can only add to my life to be better. But if you're not adding to my life to be better, then this ain't the shit for me.
Right.
This ain't for me. And that's how I would look at it. Like, if I was to be in any relationship right now, my life could only get 10 times better. And again, not to say that some days won't be like kind of boring. That's every relationship. But I think I've said this on the first and second episode. I've never been in a relationship where I felt like it made me better. I would have to be with somebody that made me better. And I hope it at least 80% of my life,
Yeah, essentially we should be both making each other better.
Exactly. Yes.
Like, I want you to add value to me and I want to add value to you.
Exactly. Pour into you and I pour into you.
Yeah, exactly. And that's just what it is, I think that there's nothing wrong with being in, like you said, Tatiana, they each have their own thing. Being in a relationship is great if you're with the right partner, if you guys are compatible, if you guys love each other, if you guys communicate.
Yeah.
Beautiful to be in a healthy relationship. But then again, it ain't nothing like having that moment in your life where you knew what it was felt like to be single.
Yes.
Have your individual self to get to know yourself. And this is honestly the perfect time to do it. I mean, quarantine for me has been pretty much alone for the most part. And I'm fine with that, honestly. You know, I feel good over here. Like, you know, I feel like as a woman, and this is also about part of womanhood, once you get to a place where you kind of are self-sufficient in a sense, you don't really look towards men for, not saying that I don't still want a man to provide and financially be there and, you know, all these things, but I'm good too. Like, it's nothing like being good knowing that with or without you, I'm still good. Yep. And it should be like that for everyone. You shouldn't be so dependent upon someone else that you're not good alone. Like, you can't you can't hold your own weight. So I just wanted to highlight that.
That's an important statement. I agree with you on that, because not that we don't need men, because I don't want men to think that we do.
Oh, no. Yeah.
I mean, I do, you know, I do need, not I need a man right now, but, you know, I do, you know, need you guys. However, I'm still good.
Need us too.
Yeah, and they need us too. They need us too. But, you know, however, I'm sure he is good and I am good. And only thing that would make it better is if we good together.
Hey.
So, you know, I would say the last thing that I don't want to talk about coming into womanhood, and the reason why I want to talk about this is because this is exactly how I feel now. And my friend told me this a while back, and I'm really feeling it now. At a certain point in your life, you get to a certain age where you know what you're going to deal with and you know what you're not going to deal with, and you start checking people out, in and out. And like, you know, you're like, not that you're cutting people off, but you start making boundaries for yourself with certain people, because you're like, you know what, this is not the type of behavior I want to align myself with, or this is not the, you're fun for certain things, but you know, certain things I just would rather not keep them to myself from you. You know what I'm saying? So you start to have these kind of different relationships and aspects of yourself that you only give to people to protect your energy. And it's not just protecting your energy, it's also protecting the love that you have for them. Because if you don't set boundaries with certain people as you get older, you're going to get mad at them all the time. And that's not on them. That's on you, because you didn't set that boundary for yourself. You didn't say, you know what, I don't like the type of energy this person brings into my life. Let me change that. Yeah. But you, instead of changing it, you consistently get mad with this person. Person might not even know that you're mad.
Right.
And now you allowing this energy to dictate your day, how you feel. And I just came to the revelation one day, I'm not doing that no more. I'm not doing that no more. The people who I call my friends are my friends now, and I'm going to respect them, and I want them to respect me, and I'm going to put as much stock into them and pour into them, and as much as I hope they'll pour into me. But if that's not the case with them, or they don't, I realize that we're changing as people and we're not the same anymore, which happens, then, you know, I set new boundaries with them. Because we're not, as we're getting older, we're not the same people we used to be. We're just not. And I'll just end it like this, because I heard, I got this from this young lady's podcast, D Glow. That's the name. Let me, because we always do shout out a Black business, but the name of the podcast is Let's Talk About It, and the young lady's name is D Glow, and we're gonna have her on our show. But she said, take stock in the energy that you have around you and figure out if it's for you or if it's not for you. One example that she gave that I thought was a beautiful example to realize who's for you and who's not for you is she had a big idea that she was working on, and she went to go talk to her friend about it, and her friend wasn't excited for her. Couldn't even give that exciting energy. You know, that's toxic. There's a difference between giving criticism, constructive criticism, and just generally not caring that your friend is excited about something.
Yeah, you know? Talk about that, honestly. Yeah, because I'm not going to say any names, but I had a similar situation, and I was kind of taken aback. I was like, okay. I wouldn't have expected that to come out your mouth. You know, I didn't think you would. I would only because I guess I was thinking about how I was responding to your success and things. Yeah. And then your response to mine was kind of more so like, well, why didn't I know about it? And it was like, why do you need to know about it? You'll know about it when it's time for you to know about it. And now is the time. Now I'm telling you. You want me to tell you before it was, and that's what I'm learning over the years too. That moving in silence is a real, like, you do need to do that.
Yep.
You get what I'm saying? But it's so true, you know. We have to realize that we are all trying to elevate. So we need to be connecting to the people that's right next to us, not trying to not highlight each other. We're all trying to figure this out, even us. Even us on the podcast. You get what I'm saying? There's things that we're learning, we're understanding from episode 1 to episode 5. And there's nothing wrong with that. We're going through the motions. We're going through the learning curve. So women, let's just once we realize that we can all just come together and unify, that's the key to it. We are stronger together. But I do want to say that statistics show that Black women in particular are propelling at a rapid rate right now when it comes to entrepreneurship.
Amen.
I mean, Black women are doing the damn thing, okay? So, yeah. I mean, we make it work.
With that being said, you know, support each other. That was just one example of us women not supporting each other, and it happens all the time. So just support each other. Support your friend. You may not think it's the greatest idea, cool, but support your friend. What does it take away from you? It don't take nothing away from you.
It's $3.99 to repost.
$3.99 to repost. $3.99 to say, I thought that was a great idea, and then follow up that like 2 days later, a week later, and say, how's that going? You know, $3.99. And if you my friend, how you say you my friend, why not just do that? Like, but regardless, I digress because I can't. I'm not gonna sit here and try to speculate on somebody else's mind because I don't know. You know, I can't do that. But yeah, I think that's all we have for you today. This is the end of the show. The Black business that I shouted out because a podcast is basically a business is D-Glow Show. Let's talk about it. It's on Apple Music, so definitely listen to it. And it's not that long, guys. I know some people don't like long podcasts. They're 30 minutes. Some are like 16, 20 minutes. So, you know, just a great pick-me-up. That's how I feel about it. It was a great pick-me-up to kind of make me feel like, oh, this is what I'm experiencing. Somebody actually put it into words for me, and it resonated so well. So,
don't you love that when someone else is able to articulate exactly how you feel? Couldn't get the words. You couldn't.
Oh man, I sat down and wrote like quote after quote that she said. I'm trying to find them now, and I'm just like, yo, that hit. I felt that. Yeah, I was like, wow, like, yeah, you felt like that too. She said, this is one thing I want to leave you guys with. She says, when you're doing good, your friends know who you are. When you're doing bad, you know who your friends are. And I was like, that's a whole word. So I'm gonna leave that with you guys. That's my Black business for this week. Brittany, you got anything?
I mean, since we're showing our podcast, So Shameless, I love that podcast. It's an all-Black cast. You got Tahoe, Dodger Bell, and DJ Trauma. And he also has a spin-off called Hard or Soft. And it's more catered to men. So any men out there that feel like, oh, I can't, you know, you're looking for a male-based type of podcast, I would definitely recommend. It's called Hard or Soft. You know, they talk about even us women too. There's something to learn there too, like from in the bedroom. So definitely tune in. Hilarious content. Follow them on social media. So Shameless and Hard or Soft podcast.
Brittany, before we go, I think you wanted to. I know you wanted to talk about Viola Davis. You wanted to shout out her cover on the Vanity Fair.
Yes, I wanted to shout out specifically the Black photographer. Yeah, I mean, this is big. He is the first. He is the first Black photographer to shoot for Vanity Fair. I mean, this is big time. Dario Clemens, I believe I'm saying his last name correctly. Dario Clemens. This is big time. And I mean, he did a phenomenal job. I mean, he captured Viola Davis very elegantly. And it's sad that he couldn't have been the photographer for Simone Biles as well, because I'm pretty sure you guys saw the backlash with that. Of course, it was a Caucasian photographer, Annie Leibovitz, however you say her last, because they always do that to us. So how do you say your name? They didn't know their names either. Like, oh, whatever. And it was just poorly photographed. They didn't really do anything to enhance her features, to really show her bone structure. It was just poor lighting. So definitely want to give a shout out. I mean, that's Black excellence. Like,
yep.
To be the first photographer, the Black photographer, and then to shoot Viola Davis. I mean, that must be a dream come true.
She is beautiful and she is lovely.
Yeah, and she is a mother in my head.
Same
so yes, I had to highlight that. And yeah, guys, on that note, thanks for tuning in to another episode. Episode 5.
Episode 5. That's what you said. I didn't realize that you said that in Spanish. That's why I laughed. So yeah, episode 5 for our non-Spanish people.
Really? You don't even have to be. You don't know at least how to count the 5 in Spanish. We all took a Spanish class or 2.
Please, if you please follow us on Living Single New York Style on IG, Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube page. We drop episodes every Friday, so you will see this episode. Well, yeah, you will see this episode on Spotify and YouTube on Friday.
Well, you'll hear us, okay?
Well, you'll hear us on YouTube.
Yes. We may one day release some, some footage.
Some footage, because we are funny. The things that we do with our hands. Again, I never know what I'm doing with my hands, but it's something funny and great every time. So like, comment, DM on our page, share with your friends, please, and put it in your stories. Just show us the love, because we will post